What up, guys? Back with another video. You already know what it is. My timeline is all crazy right now, all crazy. I got a bunch of videos that I need to edit and upload just because last week was a stressful week. If you have not seen, I got her started finally. It took a week and a lot of got a few extra gray hairs from this joint this week, but it's all good. It's all good. Little update: Honda Day looks like it's going to be canceled. If it's not canceled, I probably won't be there because I don't want to push it to get to Honda Day and not be able to enjoy myself because it's going to be all rainy and stuff. So either way, I don't think I'll be there. So I can kind of slow my process down, which gets me to the point of this video, and I am just going to be sharing with you with my paint setup and why I chose this paint setup and why for the home, garage person just painting, painting his own car, don't know shit about painting, this is just perfect. So let's get started. All right, so when I say, I'm gonna show you guys my paint setup. It's gonna be everything you need, literally everything you need to paint a car, because I didn't have anything that I needed to paint a car. So, yeah, we're gonna cover everything. If I'm not lazy, I'll link everything down in the description, which I probably won't. So, yeah, you'll see. But let's get it. Alright, so I do have a pretty much Central Pneumatic 21 gallon air compressor. So the Harbor Freight air compressor, as everybody knows it. If you look here, it says oil required. So you do need oil to run this. Usually oil means it is a little bit quieter. I don't think that's the case with this one. I think these are very loud, but it is what it is. I might kind of set up a little box or something if I get nifty over time to a little box around it with some insulation to quiet it down so I can work at night. But yeah, this is a 21 gallon. I think it cost me $130. It was pretty cheap, $130. And this is a great compressor for someone who is just doing homework, is doing work from home on cars, man. You don't need no 60 to 80 gallon compressor. That's what all the professionals will tell you. Do not need that. You can just get you a 21 gallon, 20 gallon and up, I would say, air compressor, and you'll be fine. Shout out to my pops who gave me this toolbox. But this will be just the accessories that you need to use the compressor, pretty much. Alright, so we'll look at this one at a time. Maybe we'll go from the compressor to the gun. So first things first, you're gonna want some kind of filter. I got a Craftsman airline filter. This is pretty much just to clean out oil and water out of your lines, make sure everything's clean, all the air is clean. So as you can see, it removes dirt and liquid contaminants from the air system, used as a primary filter. So I spent a little bit of money on this because it is really important to not get water or dirt in your system. So and this is like the first, this is your first line of defense, this is your infantry. So spend a little money on this. And yeah, so this will be my main, my main thing. and this will hook right up to the compressor. So you got that. After you have that, you're gonna need your hose. So I got this from Harbor Freight, hybrid air hose. It's 50 feet. You know, I think any hose will be okay. So not too pressed on this. It does have a kink-proof collar, it says. We'll see how this goes, and I'll do reviews on all of this stuff. But it's flexible, oil and abrasion resistant, and lays flat. So this will be the hose that I'm using. After your hose, you're gonna have pretty much, I mean, I got a bunch of extra accessories here, but I'm gonna use a oil and water separator like right before my gun, and that is just to double, like, you know, this is the second line of defense. Make sure I don't get any oil or water. I am going to use the airflow regulator, and that'll just put me at the PSI that I want as far as my gun. So, you know, I'll set this to a certain PSI, hold the trigger down, make sure it's the PSI that I want with full flow. So that's what that's for. And I do believe I will have a regulator on the, yes, here we go. There is a regulator on the compressor when you first start. So I'll set that to what I wanted, and then I'll also set this to what I wanted at the gun. The regulator is going to be the hose line pressure, and then this one will be the gun pressure. And then, pretty much, last but not least, I got this swivel plug, and that's just when I'm painting, if you know, just to kind of keep the hose, you know, just drop down, straight down to the ground, make everything easy on me. I don't want to like be spraying like this, and then the hose have like weight coming down like that. So this is going to help out a little bit. It just makes life a little bit easier. So that's going to be the hose. That's going to be on the end of the gun, and then it'll be the gun. I do have some accessories here that I do want to talk about. Just a brass connector kit, just in case I need, you know, to connect everything pretty much. So, you know, from the tank, you know, you're going to need something to go into your filter, which it comes with one, but it is what it is. These are also quick disconnects as well. So I just got this kit just to help out. I got a blow gun. That'll be for cleaning off the car when I sand it and stuff like that. I also got this kit, which is pretty much a all-in-one complete kit. It was just a great price. You know, this has an extra hose with it. When I'm not using when I don't need the big old hose, I'll just use a small hose. I'm probably just gonna use a big hose for the paint, and then anything else like pumping up tires or any other kind of like small work, I'll use this 1/4-inch hose. But this comes with, you know, an air kit, quick disconnects, comes with the air, pretty much the air, what is this? Put air in your tires, man. This is to put air in your tires. You know what I mean. Blow nozzle gun. Got some Teflon tape, thread seal. Got another blow gun. Some quick disconnects, male, female. Well, 2 females actually. So this comes with some goodies that I'm gonna need. So I got that. I don't know if I told you, I got the gun cleaning kit. I got some more thread seal tape. I don't want any leaks. This is kind of like off topic, but you know, you need tack cloths to clean off the car right before you paint it. This will be your last line of defense as far as dirt and debris on the car. And I do have some Bondo putty spreaders pretty much. And that's for some small dents and dings that I'm gonna be covering up. So that's that, everything in that drawer. Hopefully I could fit this back in there. Of course it ain't gonna go in the same way it went in the first time, because I did that to make it look good. I'm gonna try though. And nope, automatic fail. Anywho, so that's that. So I'm gonna show you the guns last, just because that's kind of a touchy subject with me as far as the compressor and the gun. So I'm gonna just show you the paint that I got, and I guess this is a paint review, unless I can find some way to edit it out. This is a paint review, but of course you're gonna need paint. So this is the paint that I'm going with. Alright, so I'm going with a single stage paint. And this is my single stage. I just got it off eBay. It came with a gallon kit, which is more than enough for a truck. So I'll definitely have some left over for the car. It is a high gloss candy red metallic. And that's what I wanted to go for. I still wanted it to be really glossy because I got a single stage. So this is the actual paint. And then it also came with the reducer. So as you can see here, it says normal. So you want to make sure, if you look at the degrees, it says 65 to 75. So I want to make sure when I do paint, it's in that temperature range, or else I can get like tiger stripes and stuff because it'll dry too fast. If you're hotter than 75 degrees, you want to go to slow. So that's a very important fact. Just get a slow reducer, and it'll up your degree range. And then it also came with the hardener as well, for it to just harden pretty much. And that's all you're gonna need as far as paint, as far as like what I'm mixing in my gun. You know, I got, of course, this actually came with it too. You know, I got the mixing cup, I got the paint filters, and I got the sticks came from Home Depot, but they gave me 2 sticks right here. And sorry, all this is on top of my shelf. So they gave me 2 mixing sticks, but I do have my own mixing sticks. So that's everything to get the paint into the gun. And then for the car wise, as you can see, I already started doing some body work, getting some dents and dings out. You're going to need, of course, some sandpaper. I'm going to finish out, as you can see, 400 to 600. I think I'm going to finish out with 600 because it has a metallic in it. But for any regular base, you can end up from 400 to 600. If you got metallic, you want to get a little bit finer, just because the pretty much the sparkle will sit in the scratches. But you're going to need sandpaper. You're going to need, you know, masking tape, masking paper. You know, I got some just regular plastic paper to cover things in the garage. And you're going to need masking tape. So you're going to need all that as well. I got some more sandpaper here. Definitely going to need some sanding blocks. I got some just different ones from work, which are flexible because I'm not a professional sander. So it kind of gives me some give. And then here goes the Bondo that I had. And this is the hardener, of course. If you got Bondo, you need hardener. And then I got some acetone and some lacquer just for cleaning purposes. Of course, I got this primer here. If I get down the metal anywhere, I'm gonna make sure that's capable to work with the paint, the acrylic enamel. If it is, then I'll use that as well. Of course, you got your wax and tar remover. That's gonna be a step before your tack cloth, just to clean off the car. So that's pretty much everything you need to paint a car, man. Like, that's it. You know, just go down the list, and I'll at least make a list in the description. But now we're going to talk about our guns. So let's talk about that. I'm going to show you a test gun first. Right here. I got from my stepdad. He works for Metro, so this is a really good gun. If you know Devil Biss, I guess I might be pronouncing that right. It's a higher end gun. Of course, it's not like no SATA jets or SATA whatever it is, but it's pretty much a high end gun. So I am going to be testing a panel with this. So let's check this out. So this is it. Finish line by Devil Biss. Devi Biss, I guess. Devil Biss, whatever. But brand new gun. My stepdad's had it for years. Nice size can. Really nice gun, man. It's a really nice gun. And the reason why, man, that's clean. So the reason why I won't be using this gun is because I won't be using it for the whole car, I believe. Is because it is a HVLP gun, which you see right here. So HVLP guns are high volume, high pressure guns, which are meant for compressors that are about 60 to 80 gallons. So pretty much it sprays a lot of paint. It does a really good job of atomizing the paint, and it takes a lot of power technically, or air, to use these guns. So the average compressor is going to struggle with, the average small compressor is going to struggle with putting out enough air to keep up with the gun. And when that happens, you can get water and stuff like that in your system because the tank is pretty much overworked. So your tank is going to be cutting on all the time, which is going to, you know, possibly put water into your system and other things, I'm sure. And I didn't do too much research because I just know that HVLP guns usually need 60 to 80 gallons and a certain amount of horsepower. I think it's like 5 horsepower maybe to run. And the real number you will want to look at is the CFM, I believe. CFM at per square inch or whatever. You really want to look at the CFM and make sure your gun matches your tank. So that's what you really want to do. But I still want to test a panel. It's okay to use with just a panel or two here and there, or if you know, separating your painting. But for a whole car, your tank will probably struggle. So if you do get an HVLP gun and you got a small compressor, make sure just do the fenders and the hood, you know, and the bumpers. Do all that and then do the body of the car. But I think just for easy purposes, I'm gonna do the whole car all together. So I'm gonna be spraying constantly. So this is the gun that I will be using. All right, so here's the gun I'm gonna be using for the actual paint of the car. So this is pretty much a Amazon special. It is a spray it gun. It got really good reviews on Amazon, so that's why I bought it. That's a great thing about Amazon. It's real live reviews. Everybody tells you how it is, and if you don't like it, you can fucking send it back. If you don't know, I got my fenders from Amazon, and they were all damaged and chipped. I sent them right back. They gave me my money back. And then now I got some OEM fenders. I got the Duraflex fenders. I'm not sure if you've seen that video yet. It is a video. And they were horrible. So now I got OEM fenders. Of course, I'm gonna have to sand them and paint them and everything. But anywho, back to the gun. If you read here, this is the big difference. LP gravity feed spray gun. So it's low volume, low pressure. What that means is you don't need a lot of air to use this gun. So 21 gallons, this compressor is plenty enough for this gun. And also a great thing about this gun for beginners is that it's not a lot of overspray because it comes out a little slower. It is going to take you a little bit longer to spray your car, but it's not a lot of overspray, you know. So, you know, most people using this gun or the small compressor don't have a paint booth, so this helps you out a lot. Not a lot of overspray. It slows it down, the process for you, and you can use a cheaper compressor. And the real numbers you want to look at right here is when you come down, air consumption 2.4 to 3.3 CFM at 30 PSI, right? So let's say max 3.3 at 30 psi, or it has up to 3.9 CFM at 30 psi. Right? Let's focus on that so you can read that. Cool. So you come to my actual tank, and my tank works at 40 psi. It's at 5.8 CFM. So I'm way above the max that my gun can do here. Even at 90 psi, I'm way above the max that my gun can do here. So I am all in the clear. This is going to be a really good paint job if human error doesn't come into play. So yeah, that's awesome. So you know what I mean. If you're looking to paint your own car, look into an LP gun, because that's what matters. So I got a few tips in here. This is a kit, so it comes with I'll show you that in a second, but you know, it comes with a few tip sizes, 1.3, well, it comes with 0.8, 1.3, 1.7, and 2.0. I'll be using 1.3. That's like the standard tip size. 1.3 to 1.4 is what most people use. You can see right here. Come on, focus. Low volume, low pressure, less overspray for less waste. So you're gonna save some paint with this too. It does include 2 guns. It includes a regular size gun and a small size gun, which will be good for painting your engine bay in corners like this or over there, which I'll eventually do one day. But I might paint the car a different color when I do the engine bay. What else we got? It has a large and a small fluid cup. That's pretty much it. Look right here. It says ideal for small compressor user. Let me see if I can zoom in on these, because the focus is terrible. There you go. So that's all your stuff right there. You can pause it if you need to read it. But that's it. So I'm going to be working with 24 to 48 psi. I think I'm gonna stay around like I gotta watch a video, but I think it was like 30 to 35 psi is what I'll be staying around to get some good atomization. Let's take these guns out the box. I'm only gonna be using the one gun, really. So we'll take that out. But of course, this comes with a pressure gauge as well. Like I said, I went overkill on my kit, because now I got like 4 pressure gauges. This is the smaller gun, nice and clean, man. You have your adjustable valves right here. This is where your cup will go. And this is the cup for the small one. Like I said, this is awesome for like engine bay or something. Comes with the kit to fix it and clean it. Brush, spanner socket, filter. And this is the gun I'll be using. Clean, man. Has the numbers on the back so you can know where you at. It's a little bit tighter than the other one I had, but it'll work. I'm definitely, dang, it has 3 adjustable, one right there. So 2 and 3. So I'm sure one is air pressure, one is the amount of paint, and one is the height of the paint, something like that. I'll look into it. But here goes my nozzles. And I don't know what the hell these are, but we'll figure it out, right? We'll figure it out. Oh, these are the tips for the nozzles. Yeah, so those go inside of those. So that's it, man. That's my paint kit. And then I don't know what these are either, but we'll figure it all out, man. I'll put it together, figure it all out. So that is my paint kit. And that is everything that you will need to paint a car. If I left something out, comment below. If you like this video, or if you learned something from this video, drop me a comment, a like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and peace.